I'm going to show you how to make something like this in Photoshop. So let's get started. I'm going to include all the files or all the assets I use in the details below. So first, let's start off our background. Our background is going to be this mountain. And then we're going to take, I'm going to drag this over here for you. I'll be dragging things in and out on the screen. At my adjustment layers here, I'm going to take it off over here. I'm going to do a hue and saturation. I'm going to bring the properties over here. So I'm going to be using a lot of shortcuts as well. So next we're going to bring in our mountainscape. And then we're going to try to get as much of this as possible. So okay, so I'm happy with that. So I'm going to do black. I'm actually going to go ahead and click the mask. Now you see I did it wrong. I was wrong. It masks the opposite of what I wanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command I and it will invert automatically. Another hue and saturation layer. Now we're going to add in our foreground. So we're going to use this is the pen tool. So you can use this to create paths and shapes and stuff. But what we're going to do is I'm going to use it to make a vector mask. We're going to hit the mask button twice. So the first time I made it just a regular mask. The second time created a vector mask. I'm going to go to the spot heal tool here. And I'm going to hit Alt or Option, depending on which you're on. That's right, it's the heal tool, not the spot heal tool. The only brush. And he's gone. Now over here, it's going to be under the same thing here. It's going to be the patch tool. So but this time what we're going to do is we're going to take it and select, and all around these two sheep they're laying down. And once we connect it, where does it go? It's going to give us an arrow which way we can go. So I'm going to go to the little right here, like it's suggesting. Let go. I hit Command D or Control D, depending on Mac or PC. It's gone. Now we have the. If you zoom on out here, we have this area over here. That, as I said, is you still see the background there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Stamp Clone tool. Again, back to this vector mask here, and bring my properties layer back over here. I'm just going to kind of feather it. So now we're doing that. And now we're going to, once again, probably guessed it, use another hue and saturation layer. And we're gonna add some fog in. So now we're gonna add in the Jeeps. So now we're going to do is we're going to go to select, and then to help make it easier, we're going to select object or subject. And so I hit shift and then click, and it added things in for me, added stuff into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and add in more of the Jeep to try and get as much detail in it now, trying to have that much less to go back in and add in later. Okay, so now that we've got that done, we're going to go ahead and click mask button. You see that there's stuff up here I missed, so what I'm going to use the brush tool. Get rid of some of this. We're going to zoom out, and there you have that. We're going to go ahead and save, and we're going to rename this Jeep. Now this time we're actually going to use a different tool. We're going to use the curves adjustment tool. So I'm going to bring one for then everything. Now, but you know it's night, so see nighttime. So, but we don't have any lights on. So the Jeep doesn't have any lights on because it was daytime, so it didn't need any. So we're going to add them in. I'm going to call this the headlight base. You'll see why here in a second. Take the brush on the mask. I'm going to mask it right. And what I'm going to do now, let's save that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this layer. Enter. I'm going to rename it headlight beam. I'm going to make it I'm going to convert it to a smart object. Now we're going to add the person, the guy standing on top. And now we're going to select object. To decrease the size. Let's go ahead and mask it. Go ahead and bring him down to about where I'm going to have him. Is add an exposure layer for him to make him a little bit darker. Bring the prop. It's fine. So I'm going to make sure that this guy's a reasonable height, which he is, for against the Jeep. I'm going to actually potentially see what this looks like here. That looks good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to insert here another curves layer, but for everything. Okay, so next we're going to add in the moon up here. So we're just about done. Add a hue saturation layer, and we're going to clip it, colorize, and add a little bit more fog. There you have it.